The phrase, "we are our own enemies," captures a profound truth about the human condition. It speaks not just to individual struggles, but to the broader tendencies that humanity has wrestled with for centuries: self-sabotage, denial, and the destructive patterns that undermine our progress. The idea that our greatest challenges often stem from within resonates deeply across time and culture. While external forces certainly shape our lives, it is often our internal obstacles, fear, doubt, ego, and irrational thinking, that become the fiercest adversaries. History is replete with examples of individuals and societies that have been their own worst enemies. Empires like Rome fell not solely due to external invasions, but because of internal corruption, decadence, and mismanagement. Shakespeare's tragic heroes, from Hamlet to Macbeth, are driven to their downfalls by internal flaws, indecision, ambition, or paranoia. In each case, external threats were present, but the ultimate undoing came from within, highlighting the timeless truth that self-sabotage is a powerful force. Take, for example, the collapse of Rome. While barbarian invasions are often cited as the primary cause, historians like Edward Gibbon in the History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire argue that Rome's internal decay, corruption, economic instability, and moral decline was the true source of its destruction. The empire's inability to address these internal issues made it vulnerable to external threats. It was, in essence, its own worst enemy. From a psychological perspective, the notion that we are our own enemies aligns with the concept of self-sabotage. Self-sabotage occurs when individuals unconsciously undermine their own goals, often due to deep-seated fears, insecurities, or maladaptive patterns of thinking. A 2017 study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that self-sabotage behaviors, such as procrastination, avoidance, and excessive self-criticism, are strongly linked to low self-esteem and fear of failure. Psychologist Carl Jung's idea of the shadow also touches on this theme. Jung posited that the parts of ourselves we suppress, the negative traits we refuse to acknowledge, often control us in destructive ways. When we fail to recognize and integrate these parts of ourselves, they can lead to patterns of behavior that sabotage our happiness and success. In this sense, our internal resistance becomes our enemy, pushing us off course even when we consciously desire growth. Data further supports the prevalence of self-sabotage in contemporary life. A 2020 survey by Psychology Today revealed that 75% of respondents admitted to engaging in behaviors that hinder their own success, whether in relationships, career, or personal goals. This common struggle is evident in widespread phenomena such as the imposter syndrome, where high-achieving individuals feel unworthy of their accomplishments, leading them to self-doubt and undermine their achievements. Despite external success, internal barriers remain formidable. Financial habits offer another striking example. A 2019 study from Northwestern Mutual showed that 54% of Americans cite poor financial discipline as the biggest obstacle to their wealth-building efforts. Despite knowing the importance of saving and budgeting, many people engage in self-defeating financial behavior, highlighting how self-sabotage plays out on a societal level. In everyday life, the concept that we are our own enemies is a matter of common sense. How many times have we delayed an important task out of fear or started a fitness routine only to quit because of self-doubt? These are not external forces holding us back, but internal ones, habits, thoughts, and emotions that prevent us from moving forward. A simple example might be the decision to procrastinate, even when we know it will harm us. People delay tasks not because the tasks are impossible, but because they fear failure, discomfort, or inadequacy. As a result, they create the very outcome they wanted to avoid: stress, poor performance, and disappointment. Ultimately, the idea that we are our own enemies serves as a reminder that the most significant obstacles we face often reside within us. From historical empires to modern psychological struggles, the evidence shows that self-sabotage and internal conflict can be more destructive than external threats. Recognizing this truth invites a greater degree of self-awareness and mindfulness, allowing us to confront our internal challenges and prevent them from derailing our progress. By understanding that the enemy is often within, we can begin the process of becoming our own greatest allies.